Hello YouTube. Do you want to make glitch sounds like these? Well, today I'm going to show you how. And the main thing I want to get across in this video is that the arpeggiator and expression control set to random are your best friends for making glitches. Now, I'm not going to rebuild this entire rack because I think that would be kind of boring. But if you have questions, I'll be happy to answer them in the comments. But basically what I have is all these expression controls in these racks here are mapped to different parameters in operator and in effects. Now each one, I also have the range mapped to a macro just for easy access. But here, the big trick in this is that I have this expression control mapped to parameters in this arpeggiator, which is before it. So that means when a note comes into the arpeggiator, it gets sent out through this whole chain into this expression control, and then these randoms trigger and send random values back to the arpeggiator itself, so you get this kind of loop of MIDI. Now, another big thing is that this arpeggiator is set on millisecond mode, so you get these really fast bursts of notes coming through, triggering all these parameters to change value. Now, I'm using an operator for this because it's my favorite stock Ableton synth, and it's got a lot of great parameters. It's an FM synth, all that good stuff. I also have this effects rack here, which has some of your classic effects for glitches: align delay, redux, auto shift, beat repeat, roar, etc. And then just some processing at the end there, a limiter and stuff, so you don't hurt yourself. So yeah, let's talk about this MIDI loop. So when a note comes in, it's triggering this arpeggiator through this expression control here. And that's how you get this. That's how you get that variety of the rate changing, the distance, the steps, etc. And that gives you a lot of variety in your glitch sounds. And that's basically the gist of it. Everything in this rack is a stock Ableton device, and I wanted to do that so anyone could use it. And yes, I will leave this in the description so you don't have to build this whole thing yourself. But I would encourage you to go in and make some changes to it or build your own from scratch. Maybe you don't want to have your range mapped to these macros. Maybe you want to have something else, or maybe you want to have, let's say, the rise and fall mapped to a macro so you can access that easily. And of course, you can use any VST you want. I just used operator because it's my favorite. But I've also had great results using Serum 2, Wavetable, other things in Ableton. And yeah, the big thing I wanted to get across here is that using this millisecond rate for arpeggiator is great for glitches because you can get some really fast bursts of notes coming through, triggering all these different parameters. And it's really nice to just kind of watch them move as you send those notes in. Now I think in the next video I'm going to get into talking about doing some parallel processing on this because in this case I have everything in serial. So these MIDI notes coming through the arpeggiator are being sent directly through all these devices and triggering all the randoms at the same time, so everything will move at the same rate as is dictated by the rate over here. But what you can do is, if you have these on different chains, you can have them being sent at different speeds. So if you have an arpeggiator on each chain sending into an expression control, you can have them being sent at different rates, which means all these parameters will change at different rates. So they won't all be changing at a fixed rate of whatever this rate is. So yeah, this has been sort of Glitch 101. I guess we'll do Glitch 102 next time. And I hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later, YouTube.